Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we're going to understand how to create Pabbly email marketing subscriber on Zoho Forms submission. So do you also use Zoho Forms to get new leads for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here, I'm doing the same. I'm running a real estate agency, and for that we use Zoho Forms to get the new inquiries from our potential clients. So now what I want is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Zoho Forms, automatically with the help of these same details, I want to create a subscriber in my Pabbly email marketing account so that we can create targeted email marketing campaigns for all of the potential clients. So to do this, we're going to create a connection between Zoho Forms and Pabbly email marketing. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen, everyone. So in this video, we're going to understand how to create Pabbly email marketing subscriber on Zoho Forms submission. So as you know that I manage a real estate agency, and we use Zoho Forms to capture the inquiries from prospective clients interested in our properties. So to ensure timely follow-up, I want to set up an automation that automatically adds each new form submission details as a new subscriber in Pabbly email marketing. This way, our team can immediately engage with the property listing, marketing updates, and relevant offers. This approach not only keeps us responsive but also helps us to build a trust and a connection with our clients at the very first point of contact. So as you know that Pabbly email marketing enables lead nurturing through automated email campaigns, whereas Zoho Forms is a tool that allows us to create custom forms for capturing client information, which is perfect for gathering inquiries in structured format. However, both of these platforms doesn't have any native connection to create this flow. So in order to create a connection between both of these platforms, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So to do this, I've already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, in order to connect different applications, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So what we are going to do is we are going to connect Zoho Forms with our Pabbly email marketing. For that, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. For that, I'm going to click on access now right over here. And as soon as I'm going to click on access now right over here, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we're going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here, I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create Pabbly email marketing subscriber on Zoho Forms submission. Zoho Forms to PEM, which is Pabbly email marketing. And then we're going to click on create, and as soon as we're going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So by this you can finally understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Zoho Forms. So I'm going to look for Zoho Forms right over here. And as you can see, these seams we're going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically, trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So over here, what I want is that as soon as a new form is submitted, my workflow should be started or triggered. And as soon as we're going to select the trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL and few steps. So what I want is that in order to create a connection between Zoho Form and our Pabbly's workflow, we are going to use this webhook URL and we're going to follow these steps. Okay. So what we're going to do is first we're going to copy this webhook URL, and now we are going to follow this step one by one. So it is saying log into your Zoho Forms account, go to the existing forms you want to integrate and click on edit. Go to integrations, webhook, and then configure webhook. So as I'm going to follow the same, I'm going to open my Zoho Forms account, and as you can see that this is my account. And over here you can see the form I want to create this automation for. So you have to select your form in which you want to create this automation for. Okay. So as you can see that this is my form. So what we have to do is we have to go on edit for this form in which I want to create this automation. So as you can see that this is my form, and now from here we have to go on integrations. And as soon as we're going to go on integrations, from the left side of the bar we have to look for webhooks, and as you can see webhooks, so we have to go on this. And as soon as we're going to come over here on webhook, you can see that I've already created a webhook, but I want to add a new, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase this webhook URL right from here, and now we're going to add a new webhook URL which we recently copied from our workflow. And now I'm going to paste that webhook URL right over here. For the content type, we're going to select it as application/JSON. We're going to move on forward. You can see payload parameters. So I've already selected this right over here. You have to select your payload parameters one by one right over here. And after selecting and doing all of this, what we're going to do is we're going to click on save. And as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see that we have successfully saved this. And after clicking on save with this, we have successfully created a connection between Zoho Forms and our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission/record. So you must be wondering, what is this test submission, right? So what we have to do is that in order to capture this webhook response, we have to submit a form in our Zoho Forms with the same form which we integrated right now with our workflow. Okay, so in order to do this, I'm going to open my form first. So I'm going to go on home again right from here, and then we're going to open the form and do the test submission. So as you can see that this is my form. Okay, so I'm going to fill in this form and do these form submission once with the demo details in order to capture this webhook response. Okay, so I'm going to open my form. We are going to enter the details. For the name, I'm going to keep it as demo. Last name as user. For the email, we're going to keep it as demo user 11@pabblytudes.com, and the phone number as this. And now it is saying type of the property you are looking for. So over here, let's suppose that I'm going to select it as commercial and click on submit. And as soon as we're going to click on submit, it is saying thank you, your response has been submitted. So yes, with this we have successfully submitted this response, and with this we have successfully did the test submission too. And now what has happened is that Zoho form has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response for the same or not. So I'm going to open my workflow, and we're going to wait for a few seconds right over here. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response for the same. You can see the first name, you can see the last name, you can see the phone number. Over here you can see type of the property you are looking for, and over here you can see the email. So yes, on capturing this webhook response, we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now with this, what will happen is that as soon as a new form is submitted in my Zoho Forms, automatically Pabbly is going to capture the details for the same, so that we can add that details into our Pabbly email marketing. So yes, we are going to move on towards the Pabbly email marketing. So for the action application, we are going to select it as Pabbly email marketing, because what I want is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Zoho Forms, I want to create a subscriber with the same details in my Pabbly email marketing. So I'm going to look for Pabbly email marketing, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. And now for the action event, we're going to select it as add subscribers, and then we're going to click on connect. And as soon as we're going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Pabbly email marketing account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection, and now it is saying enter your bearer token here. Okay, so we're going to read the help text to get this. It is saying to obtain the bearer token, log into your Pabbly email marketing account, navigate to the integration section, click on the developers API, and then copy the bearer token. Okay, so we are going to follow this step one by one. But instead of following this step, you can see that there's a hyperlink in developer API right over here. So I'm going to click on this hyperlink so that we can directly get our bearer token. So I'm going to click on this hyperlink, and yes, you can see that as soon as I'm going to click on the developer API, it is directly opening my bearer token of my account. So yes, this was really easy because I've already logged in my Pabbly email marketing account previously before starting with the automation. So it is always advised to log in your applications before starting with the automation. It makes the procedure easy. So yes, over here you can see that this is my bearer token. So I'm going to copy this token right from here, and then we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. So yes, this was really easy. And after pasting this, we're going to click on save, and as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see connected. With this, we have successfully created a connection between our Pabbly email marketing and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So yes, now what we're going to do is it is asking me for the list name, right? So here you can see that I have only a single list, which is default list right over here. So I'm going to select the same. If you have multiple lists, you have to select the list in which you want to add the subscriber. Okay, so now after selecting the list, it is asking for the email and the name. So yes, we're going to enter the lead email and name right over here, but we're not going to enter it manually, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping, right? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected Zoho Forms as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example to make it easy, right? So it is asking for the email, right? So let's suppose that I'm going to enter the email right over here manually by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I have entered it manually. But if we're going to map this from the previous response, suppose I'm going to select it and then we're going to map the email from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change, right? So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. So as we map the email, we're going to map the name too. I'm going to look for name in my previous response, and as you can see, first name, last name. So what we're going to do is we're going to map the first name, put a space, and then we're going to map the last name. And after mapping all of these details, I'm going to click on this button which says save and send as request. And as soon as I'm going to click on this, yes, you can see success, list updated successfully. So yes, with this we have successfully received a positive response that we have created a new subscriber in our Pabbly email marketing with the same details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Pabbly email marketing account and check for the new subscriber created. So I'm going to open my account, and now from the left side of the bar we are going to go on subscribers, and as soon as going to go on subscribers, we're going to open this in a new tab, and over here you can see default list, and yes, you can see a new subscriber added with the same details. You can see email demo user 11@pabblytudes.com, and you can see the same name which we entered. So yes, upon adding this subscriber with this, we have successfully completed our workflow. But I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open my Zoho Forms once again, and we're going to do another test submission with the new details. So I'm going to open my Zoho Forms again right from here, and we're going to click on add another response right over here. And now we're going to add the details. For the first name, I'm going to keep it as test, last name as user, email as test user, again 1111@pabblytudes.com. And now it is asking for the phone, so I'm going to keep it as this. It is saying type of the property you are looking for. So I'm going to keep it as residential property this time, and then click on submit. And as soon as I'm going to do so, yes, it is saying thank you, your response has been submitted. So yes, with this we have successfully did another test submission once again. And now what has happened is that Zoho Form has sent the details of a test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further created a new subscriber in our Pabbly email marketing account with the same details. So yes, I'm going to open my Pabbly email marketing account and check for the new subscriber created. But this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll directly open my Pabbly email marketing account right from here, and we're going to refresh this subscribers page to check for the new subscriber created. And as soon as going to refresh this page, yes, you can see that total subscribers has become 4 right over here. Okay, so yes, we're going to look for the subscriber created too, and yes, you can see a new subscriber created with the same details, which is test user 11@pabblytudes.com. And over here you can see the same name which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So the trigger application, we selected Zoho Form. For the trigger event, we selected new form submitted. For the action application, we selected Pabbly email marketing, and then for the action event we selected add subscribers because I wanted that as soon as the new form submission is made in my Zoho Forms, automatically a subscriber should be added in my Pabbly email marketing with the same details received from there, so that I can create targeted email marketing for them. And yes, we were successful with our workflow too. Over here you can see the 2 subscribers I created during this video with the help of my workflow. And yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and this was it for the video. And if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.